and today is Sunday's video. If you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Tyler. I put out new videos every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. On Fridays, we do face masks, and on Wednesday, we review TV shows, and currently reviewing The Bachelorette. But today on Sunday's video, I talk about random topics and such, so don't forget to hit subscribe. It's like right down there. It's free, you know, because I'm all about the free shit, so click it right now. Anyway, today's video is going to be a very serious video about something that has been pissing me off ever since I read about it. So a lot of people have probably heard the story about the Stanford University rapist who is getting only 6 months in jail for raping a woman unconscious behind a dumpster. Now, if this is the first time you're hearing this and your mouth is open because you are in shock at the sentencing, close your mouth. It's a real fucking thing. So this jackass at Stanford, and his name is, he has a douchey name too, Brock Allen Turner, the former Stanford swimmer who was discovered raping an unconscious woman behind a dumpster on campus in January of last year, will be sentenced to 6 months in county jail and probation. Prosecutors had recommended that Turner receive a sentence of 6 years, but Judge Aaron Persky determined that Turner's age, 20, and lack of criminal history warranted him a much shorter sentence. A prison sentence would have a severe impact on him. Let me say that again for the people in back. A prison sentence would have a severe impact on him. Persky said at Turner's sentencing on Thursday, "I think he will not be a danger to others." Meanwhile, the 23-year-old victim in the rape case, who had a blood alcohol level 3 times the legal limit at the time of the rape, and who had no memory of the attack, gave important testimony at the trial. "You took away my worth, my privacy, my energy, my time, my safety, my intimacy, my confidence, my own voice until today," she said, reportedly directly to Turner. "I am a human being who has been irreversibly hurt, and yet it's Turner who would be severely impacted by his sentencing." This is the dickhead. If anybody wants to know what this little douche looks like. And yes, you heard all of that right. There are a few things I find really fucking fishy in this case, and it has nothing to do with the girl. I find it pretty fucking fishy that the judge who did the sentencing went to Stanford. And apparently I've been reading online that Stanford bros stick together. What kind of sick fucking world do we live in where 6 months is seen okay? And because, you know, he's only 20, he's just a child, it was a mistake, we don't want to ruin his life, so it's perfectly okay for him to ruin a young lady's life, take something from her that every time she's near a dumpster or outside alone or anything, every time she blinks her fucking eyes, she has to be reminded of the injustice that her body suffered, that parts of it she doesn't even fucking remember. But we're worried about his life. We're worried about how he'll be impacted. It's pure bullshit. It made me think about a story about a particular animal. Was it a year ago now? Almost 2 years ago, when CECIL the lion was legally killed during game hunting, because game hunting is legal in the US. He was killed, and the man who killed him was a dentist. People picketed outside this man's place of work, and people picketed outside of his home where his kids and wife were, making it scared for his kids to go to school, because people found it ethical. People said, "I'm angry." People lost their shit over a fucking lion and endangered the safety of a man's children because he killed said lion. No one gave a fuck about this man's wife or his kids while they were picketing outside of his house over a fucking lion, over an animal that could rip all of our limbs off and eat them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Y'all picketed outside this man's house, but y'all not picketing outside the judge's house or the courthouse or this rapist's house? Really? I'm so tired of society not having men take ownership of the fucked up things they do. And this also goes in hand with society thinking because a woman looks real pretty that she doesn't have to take ownership of what she did, like that bitch I talked about on Friday who raped a 13-year-old boy. But what pisses me off about this case so much is that she was raped behind a dumpster and then found out the gory details in an article while she was at work. And the way it turns out is he gets 6 months because we're worried about the impact on his life. So people will pick out a side of a dentist's work outside of his home, but you won't be picking it and throwing a hissy fit, throwing a fucking fit over a rapist who gets 6 fucking months and probation. If you have daughters, or even if you have sons, think about something being taken from them when they didn't want it, they didn't ask for it, and they don't even remember it. They just remember waking up without their drawers on and outside with fucking debris in their hair because some asshole took it upon himself that I'ma just rape this girl because I fucking think I can. No, not think, I know I can, because that's the thought process a lot of rapists have. They know they can do it, so they do it. He had no regards for her life whatsoever, but we have all of this regard for his? People in this country give more shit about a goddamn gorilla and a lion than they do about the very people standing next to them. The world would be a better place if we all tried to care about each other as people, and instead of all this other extra shit. Is it sad what happened to the gorilla? Yeah, but like, let's be real. If he was a violent gorilla, he could have killed the shit out of that kid. Then the storyline would be a completely different way. Everybody keeps posting about that gorilla, but nobody seems to be so fucking outraged about this girl being raped behind a dumpster. I read everything that she said, not only in court, but the whole story. About how she wasn't even going to go out that night. About how after she was raped, she was too afraid to tell her parents and her boyfriend. How she first knew something was possibly wrong when she went to use the bathroom at the hospital after being poked and prodded in a rape kit and everything else, and she went to take down her panties and they weren't there. How she said it took 2 women with handfuls of wood chips to pull out of her hair and debris from the ground and from the trees into a paper bag. How she says she was sore down there because of all the poking and the prodding and the gel they put on for certain tests and the pictures. A camera like this, they took pictures of her bruises, of her scrapes, and of her privates. And this bastard only gets 6 months because we're worried about how it'll impact his life. She will never be the same. She will never probably trust again. She'll probably never go to a party again. People blow up about things like bathrooms and transgender people and gorillas and all these things when they're forgetting that as a society, we don't know how to treat each other anymore. I've always told girls, even girls I don't like, if you see me out and a guy is creeping you out or you feel unsafe, you come to me, grab my arm, even if we don't know each other, act like we friends and we ain't seen each other in a while if you need to get away. Guys too, because men get raped too. If you feel uncomfortable, hey girl, how you doing? Just play along. We've forgotten how to be people to each other. We've forgotten how to treat each other. We've forgotten how to sympathize with people of different races and ethnic creeds. I watched a video today of a boy crying over his father's dead body because he was killed in Syria in a bombing attack. Nobody's outraged by that either. But the main purpose of this video was 6 months. He took a vital piece of another human. But we're so concerned about, since he's so young, how his life will be impacted. Where are we as a society and a legal system where we care more about the criminals than we do about the people who actually need our help? I don't know. The world's gonna keep being shitty if we don't change and try to help each other. But whatever. Maybe I'm preaching to the choir. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. I hope you all have a safe week. And if no one's told you that you're awesome and that they love you, I think you're awesome and I love you. And if you've ever gone through something like a sexual assault or a rape, talk to somebody. Talk to anybody. Don't suffer in silence. Have a great day, guys.